Good morning, guys. Dakota back with another live stream. The date is April 14th. The date's April 14th, 2021. And today, if this is your first time ever hopping on these streams, what I do on here is basically, for the month of April, every weekday, going to be reviewing the charts in the morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and paying attention to the pairs that I'm paying attention to that are on my list. And any pairs that you guys want me to look at, all you got to do is type in the live chat. I'll be sure to go over it before the call ends. Also, if you go ahead, if you like the live stream, might as well hit that like button. And to keep up with future live streams and videos that I post on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when new content comes out. One more thing, if you want to keep up with all the charts, you want to be able to review it, because you may have missed it while we were on the live stream. You can go ahead in the description, click the link to the Discord server, and be able to actually join that and communicate with anyone that's in the server as well. Alright guys, let's go and get into it. Let me make sure I see the chat and everything. Cool. Alright, starting off with GBPNZD. GBPNZD took this opportunity last week. I was looking for a buy here, and make sure I have everything pulled up correctly. All right. So I was looking for a buy here, and I took the buying opportunity. Price got into profit a little bit, but ultimately didn't end up what I was looking for it to do. I was looking for price to break out of these this channel off the 4-hour time frame and create a new high on the 4-hour to be broken. Basically develop some structure on the 4-hour before actually moving my stop loss. Now overnight price retraced and actually hit my alert. Luckily last night I was actually up all night. Was up all night doing some work and didn't end up going to bed, or at least taking a nap till 4. But so I was able to close the position. And something vital to note, because of that, I won't be too intensively trading today, because I don't want to allow myself to make a mistake and then have the problem be based off of, oh, I overslept, or not overslept, but I stayed up late. I didn't get any rest last night, so I couldn't really focus. I don't want that to be an excuse today, so I'm just going to take a step back today and not be too aggressive with the market. Right. So here, GN closed position about halfway, so that would have been about minus 40 pips. And I'll go ahead and send out that information. Right now, gonna have to reevaluate and remark this pair up. So let's go ahead to GB. My fault. So the plan was, if this trade actually failed, I was not going to take any more position on GN for the time being. I'll actually take it off my list. That's why you see it's not on the active trading list right now. So not gonna be going over that. Essentially this just hit SL, or went halfway to SL, so close the position. That's simple. Let's go to GU. Now yesterday, GU actually got a buying opportunity here. Let me delete that. Delete the wrong one. Got a buying opportunity off the 1-hour time frame. And the initial buying opportunity was off the 38.2, which was right up here in this area. And took that opportunity, price scaled down a certain amount, and I went ahead and closed it because it didn't meet my criteria anymore. So basically I said I will be waiting for a deeper retracement overnight and then looking to enter in the morning. Yesterday that opportunity actually came, and I went ahead and took the opportunity. Unfortunately, the market was a bit aggressive during the time of my entry, and price spiked out on my stop loss. And yeah, I got stop out of that. I waited for all my signals, waited for everything. So there's not much that I could do for that. Now, once I lost the first initial trade on GU this week, and then right back to back, basically the following morning, I lost another trade on GU. After that, I take a day off if I have 2 losers in a row right now. Go ahead, reevaluate those losers and make sure that I was doing everything appropriately, and to see if there's anything that I can do better, or if there's faults that I'm making that I need to adjust, and I do that as soon as possible. Right here, I mean, just the luck of the draw, I wasn't able to take another opportunity, even though the setup was still valid based on my rules at the moment. But we'll find another opportunity, and but like one opportunity really will take care of those losses that we had. So it's not too big of a deal. It's nothing to actually stress over. But this is GU. Let's do a full markup on this. See if anything's changed. Jeez, my fault. Gotta be on. It's been a minute, but I'm looking forward to trading today. USD. It's been bearish all week. Do you mean? Forgive me, I've never heard of that. Do you mean dollar Swiss, like USDCHF, or am I reading that wrong? Sean. Sorry, I just pulled up the chat. Let's go to Forex.com. So this is ultimately what I'm looking for. Looking for price to actually push through this level up here. We'll see what happens, see how it develops. After the break, I'll look for another opportunity to enter afterwards for a buying opportunity. But real quickly before we get into this full markup, I'll go ahead and break down my strategy. My strategy is real simple. All I'll look for is impulse and move in the market. That's the impulse will tell me the direction the market wants to go. After that, I'll look for a corrective pattern, which small consolidating candles moving the opposite direction of the impulse, and I'll look for an area to enter off of based off basically support resistance, just areas where I notice there are a lot of buyers or sellers or a lot of positions, and I go ahead and execute in that area when certain criteria is met. And then I'm looking for a continuation after that fact, and that continuation is basically the move that I'm looking for. And yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like, that's my setup essentially. Same thing upside down. Impulse telling me the direction the market wants to go down. Correction confirms that it wants to go down as long as it goes the opposite direction of the impulse. And after that, I'm looking for a continuation to continue down, looking to enter here. Alright, so now let's get into a full markup here. Guys already have the markup sent out for this, so you already know my overall view. All you have to do is check the Discord server. If you're not in the Discord server, click the link in the description to join it, and you'll be able to scroll up to see all the charts that we sent out for since like the beginning of me starting that, actually. But for the past 2 weeks, the main charts that we're paying attention to, you can go ahead and check those out. Alright, yeah, you did mean, okay, cool. I'll be sure to go over it. I'll go over dollar Swiss after EURJPY. Let's go to, so now that we have price box in on the monthly, gonna go down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, see we have an uptrend. It'll be a lot clearer if we put that uptrend on the daily time frame. On this weekly level, I do see there's a level where price is rejected several times, so I'm going to go ahead and put a horizontal line here because I know in the future I may have to draw that. And I believe that is all I want to do, just box price in as much as possible, at least with the horizontal lines. Let's go down to the daily time frame and draw that uptrend that I was seeing. We can start it from here. Makes it quite tight. I'm gonna go ahead and start from this low here. And the reason because price hasn't broken this previous daily low, so I'm gonna still consider this an uptrend until that low is broken. If that low breaks and this trend line breaks, then that's a strong signal telling me to sell, and I would begin looking for sales. An even stronger indication to start looking for sales would be the break of this level here. If price breaks below that area, that would be like without a doubt looking for price to continue down, at least in my eyes, based off my markup. Okay, and right now we have a bullish pattern here. Yeah, let's continue down to the next time frame. Got price boxed in. Price is reacting within these two lines. If price gets to the top here, ideally we're looking to sell. If price gets to the bottom here, ideally we're looking to buy. And if price gets to this trend line, we're looking to buy. And ultimately we have all the space up here that price has the potential to continue pushing up to, which is about 600 pips. So pretty nice opportunity if we're able to get in for a buy. And of course we're going to reevaluate and find a new opportunity if price scales down for a sell. But the main reason we're looking for a buy in this situation is because we're in a uptrend. Right? Overall it's just an uptrend. So let's go down to the 4-hour. And if we just pay attention to price right now, you see price has rejected this level twice so far. It's an area of interest for us right now. If price comes back down to it, we'd like to see another rejection, but also be aware of it potentially pushing down. But ideally from this area, I would actually like to see this continue pushing up and break through that trend line right now. But no confirmation for that at the moment. Let's zoom in and I'll talk about basically the next steps that I'm seeing. So right here we can see price made a new high, made a higher low here. Price made a new high and currently making a higher low potentially, depending on where this bottoms out at. We ideally want to keep it above here as long as price stays above this level, and the next push that happens closes above here. I'll stay confident in the move continuing to push up. All right. And for anyone wondering if you missed it at the beginning, unfortunately I did not catch my entry at this area. Price spiked me out and I'm not holding the position right now. I believe I'm currently flat right now because the GM position closed last night too, or I had to close the position last night too. But this is essentially what I'm waiting for. Nothing's really changed, so no new screenshot today. Just looking for a price to come up and test that trend line. Alright, let's go to EURJPY. So on EURJPY, looking for price to correct down. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. When I see it just looks like a really good move for a selling opportunity right now. So man, I love trading. Let me focus. So basically what I'm looking for a 4-hour setup. I'm looking for price to scale down to the bottom of this channel here and give me an opportunity to buy. Let me make sure this is clear for you guys so you can see what I'm seeing. For the past few days, I've been looking for basically a selling opportunity to come from this and price to continue down. Looks like a really nice selling opportunity. At the moment, I would have missed my entry, but if price comes back up to that level, I'm not going to be entering. But that's where I would enter if I was looking for a 1 hour entry on EURJPY. I'm going to continue to wait for a 4 hour setup on EURJPY and look for price to continue down. But honestly, this setup is beautiful to me. Okay, may not play out, but it's beautiful to me. I would take that all day, every day for a selling opportunity. Let's go to, and let me hide that. And for those that don't really see it, let me talk about it or talk it out. I basically see an impulse, and then I have a corrective pattern here, and looking for it to continue down. Alright, so let's do the full markup on EURJPY. And nothing's changed here either. Price is still in that area, and I'm still waiting for it to come down to the bottom of the 4 hour pattern. So no new screenshot out on this one either. The only new screenshot, at least right now, that I'll be sending out is $Swiss, because I haven't sent anything out for that this week. So box price in, it looks like we have a uptrend on lower time frame. Gonna go down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly, I see there's a level of resistance right there, and to box price in, we have this area, we also have this area. I'm gonna go with the most recent area, most recent relative to where price is right now, time wise. So I'm gonna put it right here. It's basically a previous resistance area that has now turned into support because price is broken above it. Okay, let's go down to the daily. On the daily time frame, we have a nice uptrend here. Just gonna connect those two levels because price has rejected twice, and extend my target all the way to most recent supply zone, or the most important supply zone, at least right now. Reset the charts. Price is above the trend line. Price has not broken this high just yet. So ideally, I want to keep looking for buys. There's a potential for a sell. The thing that's going to set that confirmation off for me to tell me to sell is a break of this trend line. Basically, I need price to close below it. And to close below, I'd be looking for on the 4 hour time frame, personally. And that's personally because I'm looking for a setup on the 4 hour time frame. But ultimately, if price is going to continue up, and if I'm going to enter for that that buying opportunity, I want to see price form a bearish flag on the I want to see price form a bearish bullish flag on the 4 hour time frame, come to the bottom here, and give me a buying opportunity. If it gets to my level, great. If it doesn't, whatever. If it gets to my level and breaks the trend line, whatever as well. As long as it gets there, gives me my confirmations, I'm going to take the trade. Doesn't matter what the outcome is. Yep. Okay. So now let's go ahead to $Swiss. Those are my pairs that I'm paying attention to at the moment. Nothing. Don't see anything setting up today, at least at the moment. Let's go to $Swiss. I was actually paying attention to $Swiss last week or 2 weeks ago. I was looking for a selling opportunity. Price never came to my my setup area or my entry area, but price did ultimately continue down. Basically never got the pullback that I wanted to see on it. But it's all good. Let's go to the monthly. Delete everything. And as always, guys, if anyone else has any pairs that they want me to go over, type in live chat if you have any questions or want to talk about anything, or even share your opinion. It's okay if you say, I disagree. It's okay if you say I disagree with you, Dakota. As long as you just share what you're thinking and what your viewpoint on that pair is. Pair or idea. So let's go. So on the monthly, we have price boxed in. Ultimately, we see price has rejected this level. It would be the second time price has rejected this level recently, or at least in the past 7 years, right? Let's go down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly, we're going to find a new supply zone, basically a level of resistance. If you not familiar with the supply term, gonna go with that area. I see there's a few nice rejections there, and price has just rejected that level recently. I'm gonna bring it tight to the area that just rejected, and ultimately here, if we just have a quick look at it, I'm looking for, we have a huge impulse, and after the impulse, I'm looking for a corrective pattern. So what I'd love to see here, and this is the weekly time frame, so would be looking for this to happen over the course of several weeks. I'd love to see a correction here. And then a buying opportunity, and at least to this high up here. That would be good for me. And might as well talk about the pips. 700, 800 pips, something like that. So able to get in for the opportunity. I obviously expect to hold it very long if I'm gonna go for that level. And seeing the opportunity here and seeing how clean this is, I'm definitely gonna be adding this to my list when I get more structure that's developed. But knowing that I'm looking for price to continue down, I'm gonna be going into the daily looking for selling opportunities. Now here on the daily time frame, you can see that I have an uptrend here. The uptrend was broken. We have an impulsive move down and waiting for a corrective pattern here. And yeah, corrective pattern, ideally we wanted to mirror this side. That would form a possibly a head and shoulders for us. But again, running your mind back to the weekly time frame, be aware that overall just waiting for a larger time correction, at least for my strategy. That's what I'll be looking for. Do I want to look at the correction on the 4-hour or on the 1-hour time frame? We're on the daily. 4-hour would be better. Reason I'm choosing 4-hour is because a lot more structure can be developed. You can, if you look to the left here, you can see that you can basically see every wave within the correction, and that's what I really want to see. I don't want it to just be jumbled up candles. And I'll go down for a daily setup too after I get this swing trade setup out the way. So I'm not saying right now at this moment, don't know when, but definitely want to see a correction out of this. And a possible sell opportunity. Okay, let's go ahead and buy first. And if I can, there's not really a level that I can do that at right now. Alright, so let's go down and find a day trading opportunity. Here I see a descending channel, and at the bottom of the descending channel I see another descending channel on lower time frame. See prices broke out of that. Let's save this. Okay, so you see prices broke out of this lower time frame descending channel. We're gonna go down to 30, 15. 15 is pretty nice. 15 will get it like earlier entry or lower entry. So we have this impulse here, waiting on a corrective pattern, and would like to see that corrective pattern come down to this area. Price gets down to that area, forms a correction. That'll be a beautiful opportunity to actually enter for a buy. We could set our stop loss below this low, which would be a 20 pip stop loss, or we can set it right around this area. I'm not going to be too precise with it. Again, I don't send out signals. This is just my overall opinion. So make sure you use your own criteria and determine where you want to put your stops at. And ultimately the first target would be the high of this, which would be a nice 3.5 to 1, almost a 4 to 1. We'll keep the stop loss at 10. Keep it simple. So nice 3 to 1 right at the top there. And ideally I'm actually looking for this to break, and I'd like to see it actually push at least to this area, which would be about a 9 to 1 opportunity. That's that. If I were taking this trade, this is what I would look for, and obviously got to manage that because there are levels where price could potentially turn around at, and you don't want to be duped and it turned around and hit your stop loss. Alright, but that's my setup for dollar Swiss. That's what I'd be waiting for. And to make more sense, like I guess another way of saying this, yes, price has been going it's been very bearish all week and since last week, right? But the levels that we're at right here, this is the level where I'm looking to buy at. Price is above it right now. Price has just come down to it, and then we have this. I believe this was a 1 hour. It was a 4 hour. It was 4 hour descending channel. Descending channels are essentially reversal patterns, and then as we get down to even lower time frame, we have another descending channel confirming that we want to see price reverse. Price ended up reversing, giving us an impulse, and just waiting for a continuation confirmation, right? We need that confirmation before doing this. If that confirmation comes, definite signal to enter for that buy. Alright, so I'll send both of these out. I'll send the day trading opportunity out. Yeah, let's duplicate it. And this is a 15-minute setup. Yeah, I agree with you. I love the higher time frames way more, and plus it gives you way more time to react. Whereas with day trading, you could walk away from the chart, go use the bathroom, or like head out to head out to do something, run an errand real quick, and then you're back and your opportunity's gone. That's one of the major reasons. Yeah, I would say one of the top 5 reasons I like swing trading over day trading. Okay, and what I'm doing right now is sending out the screenshots for this pair in the Discord server. So if you want to join the Discord server to review this and do your own analysis on it, go ahead, click the link in the description, and you'll be in there for free. Costs nothing. Let's go to the weekly. Oh yeah, I said I was looking for this off the 4 hour. I like to see this be a 4 hour correction. Oh, and I might as well draw that. Let me not plan too far ahead. Let's see if that actually develops, and then I'll go ahead and say, okay, looking for this to go up. Alright, so looks like there are no more requests, and I have gone through all the pairs that I'm looking at. So, and today, like, no entries for me. The main setup that's like still valid is EURJPY. GU, I'm too late on it, and like I had to stop trading, so I couldn't even take the entry that came. But primarily just focusing on EJ. So that's my markup for this morning. That's the live analysis. I appreciate everyone that hopped on. If you like the live stream, go ahead, hit that like button. Also, if you want to keep up with future live streams and content that I send out on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. But that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.